Hello, hello. Welcome back to the mat, my friends, and welcome to a practice for grounding into the present moment. Before we dive into today's practice, I have a very special announcement to make. The Roaming Yogi online studio is now open. The coronavirus epidemic has upended all of our lives. It has shuttered our studios, which has been heartbreaking, to say the least. And I have seen the need for more connection and more community, and that's what the Roaming Yogi Studio is for. I love creating these YouTube videos for you. I love that you practice with me from the comfort of home. And the Roaming Yogi Online Studio is a way to take that a step further by practicing with me live. So I've been leading some live classes on Zoom for the past few weeks, and the online studio adds a community to that. So inside the studio, you get access to all of the live classes that happen 3 times a week. You also get the recordings of those classes, as well as access to the library of all the past classes that have been recorded. We also have monthly workshops, monthly moon circles. You get monthly check-ins with me, as well as access to all of the programs that I've created in the past. So it really is a great deal. I'm super excited to be sharing it with you, and I really hope that you will join me there. If you've been practicing with me here on YouTube for a little while, this is an opportunity to practice with me live. And if you don't feel ready to jump into a studio membership and you want to experience what it's like to practice with me live, I will also link to the link to register for single drop-in classes for the remainder of this month, so you can try out one of those and see if maybe the membership is for you. So those links will be in the description below, both for the studio and for single drop-in classes. I do hope that you'll check that out and that you'll join me on the mat live. All right, my friend, for today's practice, I'm going to recommend having a strap. If you don't have a strap, a towel or a scarf, anything that resembles a strap will work. We're just going to use it for some hamstring opening at the beginning of practice. So go ahead, grab your strap or strap-like prop, unroll your mat, and we're going to begin right here in a tall seat. All right, my friend, find a tall seat. We're just going to spend a moment or two here, grounding here into this present moment. So once you arrive in your seat, you can invite the eyes to close. And if that doesn't feel right, simply lower the gaze towards the earth. Feel that you're sort of plugging into the earth through your sitting bones. Connecting to the earth beneath you. Notice all of the parts of your body that are making contact with the surface that is beneath you. Notice what it feels like to exist in this vessel of your body today. Notice any sounds that might filter into your awareness. Any smells. Notice the temperature of the day, how that feels on your skin. And then noticing your breath. Gentle rise and fall as you inhale and exhale. And then if the mind starts to wander to your to-do list or what might be happening later or what has happened in the past, Simply notice that the mind has wandered and gently bring it back into this moment, to the sensation of this breath, to any sounds, to any smells, to what it feels like to exist here right now. Take 2 more conscious, intentional breaths here. And then gently opening the eyes. And we'll go ahead and begin on our backs. Make sure that your strap is easily within hand's reach, so right next to your mat, and come to lie all the way flat on your back, just like you would for Shavasana. Hands can rest wherever feels most comfortable. Take a moment and feel yourself supported by the earth beneath you. And then extend the arms long overhead. Take a nice long stretch here. And then bring both feet over to the left and bring both hands over to the left. So you're creating a banana shape with your body, this sort of crescent moon shape. So both hips are going to stay grounded on the earth. The shoulder blades will stay grounded on the earth. You're just creating this curve with the body and feeling a big stretch all the way down the right side of the body. Go ahead and come back to center, and then take the feet over to the right and the hands to the right. And again, feel a big stretch down the opposite side, down the left side of the body. And then come back to center. And then from here, you can hug both knees into the chest, giving them a squeeze. And then release the left leg, bring sole of the left foot flat onto the earth. Take hold of your strap and loop it underneath the sole of the right foot. And then extend the right leg up towards the sky. The left leg can stay exactly as it is, or you can start to extend the left foot towards the front of your mat if that feels okay. It'll make a bit of a deeper stretch. Then not pulling too hard, not trying to force anything. And simply taking inventory of what the hamstrings are feeling like this morning. And then bending at the right knee, you can release the strap. If you have not extended the left leg long, go ahead and extend it. Hug the right knee in towards the chest, and then cross the right leg over towards the left side, keeping the right shoulder on the earth, coming into a twist. Lifting back up to center, hugging both knees in, and then releasing right leg, bringing sole of the right foot flat, bringing the strap underneath the sole of the left foot, and extending left foot towards the sky. And again, the right leg can stay as it is, or you can extend the right leg long, bringing the foot towards the front of the mat. And bring the left knee into your chest, release your strap, extend the right leg long if it's not already, and then cross the left leg over towards the right, keeping left shoulder on the earth. And then lifting back up to center, hugging both knees into the chest, giving them a squeeze. And then rolling yourself all the way up. And making your way into a tabletop position, hands and knees. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. You can start to move through your cat-cow here. So on your inhale, drop the belly towards the earth. Lift the heart forward, lift the tailbone. As you exhale, round the spine, puff up the back, press the earth away. Inhale as you arch. And exhale, round. And continue like this. Allowing your breath to guide you. You can turn on your Ujjayi breath here if that is part of your practice. Take one more round of cat-cow here. And then coming to a neutral spine, go ahead and extend the right leg long and back. Get light on the left hand, come onto fingertips, and then extend the left arm forward. Notice if the belly starts to sag towards the earth, and gently press the navel up to the spine, firming up the belly. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, bring the knee to the elbow, round the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, scoop up the belly. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale, belly scoops up. Inhale to extend, and then release the left hand and the right knee to the earth. Extend the left leg long and back, reaching really actively through the left heel. Start to get light on the right hand and extend the right arm forward. Big inhale here. Exhale, scoop up the belly, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more, inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale as you extend. And then release right hand and left knee. Awesome. From here, make your way into downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lifting knees and hips. You can pedal out the feet here if that speaks to you. Maybe shift the hip side to side. Check in with the calves. Notice what it feels like to come into this downward facing dog shape today. And then find stillness here. Really pressing the earth away. Allowing the shoulder blades to glide down the back, making space for the neck. Legs nice and active, the hips reaching up high. On your inhale, come forward into a plank pose, shoulders over wrists. Navel pressing up towards the spine, gaze towards the front edge of your mat, and the heels reaching towards the back of your mat. Take one more inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk the feet up to the top of your mat, finding hip width distance between the feet. Keep a little bend in the knees, let the torso and head hang heavy towards the earth. You can shake out the head, yes and no. Maybe find a gentle sway of the torso. And on your next inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, stay right here. Bring hands to hips. Keep a little bend in the knees and come to stand with the flat back. Awesome. Go ahead and find your Tadasana mountain pose at the top of your mat. Big toes touching. Slight gap in between the heels. Take a moment and bring your awareness down into the soles of your feet. Feel yourself ground down into the earth. Feel the legs nice and active, the kneecaps pulling up towards the hips. The pubic bone gently pulling up towards the navel as the tailbone lengthens towards the earth. Feel that the shoulder blades glide back and down, creating a nice open heart space. And again, observe this present moment. On your next inhale, lift the arms up high. As you exhale, fold down over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, plant the palms and step back into a strong plank pose. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees and then lower your torso to the earth. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Inhale, pull the shoulder blades back and down. Open the heart for cobra pose. As you exhale, take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, look forward between the hands. As you exhale, step, or you can hop if you'd like, to the top of your mat. Inhale as you lift halfway, lengthen, and exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms lift. And exhale, bring hands into heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up high. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, step back, strong plank pose. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, option to lower the knees, or you can keep them lifted for chaturanga. As you inhale, open the heart, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and step the right foot forward next to the right thumb. Left heel is going to come onto the earth, the left toes pointing to the upper left corner of your mat. Make sure there is space in between the feet, so like you're on railroad tracks. And then lift the torso, coming into your warrior one. Right knee bends, arms lift high. Notice if you're sort of leaning forward with your torso, bring the shoulders to stack right above the hips, gently pulling pubic bone towards the navel. Ground down through the feet as you feel length up through the spine. From here, start to lean the torso long over the right leg, and then we're coming into a supported warrior three. So the hands can come onto the earth in front of the right foot. If you have a couple blocks handy, you can bring blocks onto the earth as well. Bring hands onto those, and then lift the left leg up and back. Crown of the head is reaching forward as the left heel reaches back. Feel the belly active here. Strong, steady warrior three. And from here, step the left foot back, not all the way like a lunge, just a shortened stance for pyramid pose. And again, this is a beautiful place for 2 blocks underneath your hands if you'd like them. Start to straighten into the right leg as you lengthen the crown of the head forward. Feel like you could pull the right leg up into the hip socket as you square the hips. And then maybe you lower the torso a little or a lot over the right leg, coming into your pyramid pose. As you inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. Coming back into your supported warrior three. So the hands come forward in front of the right foot. Bring all the weight onto the right leg as the left leg lifts up and back. Reach through the left heel and the crown of the head. Find length in opposite directions. And then bend at the right knee, step the left foot way back, coming into a high crescent lunge. So you stay on the ball of the back foot, lifting the torso and the arms. And again, feel yourself ground down through the legs, through the feet. And from that place of rootedness, feel length travel up to the crown of the head. Now from here, you can bring hands to heart center and again lean the torso long over the right leg. Option to come back into supported warrior 3, bringing the hands to the earth, or keep the hands at heart center coming into your warrior 3 without the support of the hands. Everything else about this pose stays the same, so you're reaching with the left heel and through the crown of the head. Bend into the right knee, step the left foot way back, bring hands onto the earth, step the right foot back. You can take your vinyasa here, or you can head straight into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it go. Allow yourself to ground into this present moment. Wherever the mind might have wandered, bring your awareness into all of the sensations present in this pose. What does it feel like to press the palms into the earth, the feet, to extend the hips high to the sky, the chest pressing gently back towards the legs? Go ahead and step the left foot up next to the left thumb, right heel to the earth, setting up for that warrior 1. So you want space between the feet so that the hips can point straight forward. Both heels are on the earth. Arms will lift up by the ears. And again, use the breath, smooth, steady breath to ground you here in this moment. Now lean the torso long over the left leg, and then hands come onto the earth or onto blocks if you've got them, shifting all the weight onto the left foot, right leg lifts up and back, supported warrior 3. And then stepping the right foot back in a shorter stance for pyramid pose. So you can bring a gentle bend into the left knee as you step the right foot back. And then from here, as you inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine, straighten the left leg as you pull the leg up into the hip socket, squaring the hips. And then from here, maybe you lower a little or a lot over the left leg. And if you do need to keep a little bend in the left knee, that's totally okay. Make this pose work for you. On an inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen spine. Bring the hands out forward in front of the left foot, and again, supported warrior 3. Reaching through the right heel, out through the crown of the head. Bring a bend into the left knee as you step the right foot way back, staying on the ball of the back foot, coming into a high crescent lunge. And again, as you rise into this pose, feel a sense of grounding down through the legs and then length up through the spine. Bring the hands to heart center, lean the torso long over the left leg. And again, option to come into that supported warrior 3 with hands on the earth, or to keep the hands at heart center for warrior 3 unsupported. Bring a big bend into the left knee, step the right foot way back, palms to the earth, left foot steps back, vinyasa here if you'd like it. or downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let it go. Go ahead and bring the knees onto the earth. Bring hips around to one side as you bring the legs around in front of you. We're coming into a seated pigeon pose. So make sure you're sitting up on your sitting bones so you can sit up with a nice long spine. And you'll bring the hands behind you. Left leg is going to stay sort of extended long, not all the way straight, but extended long away from you. And then bring the right ankle just above the left knee. So you're making a figure 4 with the legs. Hands can come back to support you, and then you choose how close you'd like to bring that left foot. So maybe you bring it in really super close. Maybe it stays out a little bit farther, depending on how this feels on your body today. And then press into the hands or the fingertips as you lift the heart up towards the legs. Make sure you're flexing the right foot to protect the right knee. And tune into the sensations that arise here in this pose. You can stay right where you are, or you can play with starting to sort of tilt the legs out to the left side. It sort of intensifies the sensation. So you can kind of play around with that, see if that's something you enjoy or not. And then coming to center, releasing the legs. You can shake those out a little bit. And we'll come to the other side. So again, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Left ankle crosses just above right knee. And again, you choose how far in you'd like to bring that right foot. Pressing into the hands or the fingertips as you lift the heart towards the legs, flexing the left foot. You might notice that this side feels a little different from the other. This is definitely my tighter side, so feeling more sensation here. You can stay here in stillness if this serves you best, or you can play with sort of leaning the legs over towards the right and notice how that changes the sensations. And then coming back to center, releasing the legs, extending them long. You can shake those out. Awesome. All right, coming into a Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Again, make sure you're sitting up on sitting bones. If you find you're sort of rolling back onto your tailbone and rounding into the spine, bring a blanket or a towel or a small cushion underneath your seat so that you can sit up nice and tall. Flex the feet towards your face. Inhale here as you lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, think about reaching the heart towards the feet as the torso sort of tilts forward over the legs. And then gently lifting the torso back up and coming on to your back. Hugging both knees in towards the chest, giving them a squeeze here. Maybe a gentle rock side to side. And then go ahead and drop both knees over towards the left. Keep right shoulder on the earth, coming into a supine twist. Lift the knees back up to center, recenter the hips, and then take the knees over to the right, keeping the left shoulder on the earth. Lifting back up to center. Come on into a happy baby. Lifting feet towards the sky, taking hold of inside or outside edges of the feet and gently pulling them towards the earth. And then from here, if there's anything else your body is craving before we find stillness in a brief Shavasana, feel free to take whatever that is here. You can pause the video, take whatever it is that your body might need. And if you are ready for Shavasana, you can join me here with the legs extended long on your mat, feet about as wide as your mat, maybe wider. Feel free to take up space if you have it. Arms will extend next to the body with the palms turned up towards the sky. Kind of take a big breath in, feel the belly fill up. And open the mouth and let that go. Feel yourself completely release into this moment. So you can allow your awareness to sort of filter out, notice any sounds that you hear in the distance or nearby. Notice any smells. Notice the temperature. Notice the entire backside of your body making contact with the earth. Notice your breath moving in and out of your body. And then see if you can keep your awareness here with your breath on this gentle rise and fall as you release completely into this pose. And if you have more time to stay in Shavasana, please do stay. Otherwise, you can start to bring some gentle movement into fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Extend the arms overhead, take a nice long stretch. And then bring the soles of your feet flat onto your mat and turn onto the side of your choice. Using the top hand to help press you up, make your way into a tall seat. Take a moment here in your tall seat to ground down through your sitting bones. And again, bringing your awareness here into this present moment. Ground in here. And bring the palms to touch at heart center, bowing the head gently towards the hands. Know that you can take this same sense of peace and ease with you into whatever the day brings. And you can always use a intentional, mindful breath to ground you into the present moment. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in practice today. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for joining me here in this practice. Again, if you are interested in practicing with me live and in joining the Roaming Yogi online studio, those details are in the description below. Please consider coming on in and joining us. I will meet you right back here on the mat next time.